Hello YouTube, this is Theo on behalf of the Omega Rose Productions. And today we're going to take a look at the Xbox One version of The Crew. I honestly do have both the PlayStation 4 version and the Xbox One version of this thanks to the Xbox Games with Gold program. I chose to do the Xbox One version because I honestly didn't already have saved progress for it. Because I've had the PlayStation 4 version ever since the game launched. And this game is a lot of fun. It does have its major strong points and what it tried to be. But I do have a few grievances with it that I want to address before I go further. The biggest one being that my home state, North Carolina, is not represented in the United States map that's presented to us in the game. And the reason it's not necessarily vanity. It's not, I don't want to be able to say, hey, I was able to drive through the capital city of Raleigh with during the gameplay. But as much as it is, those who know the history of racing in North America would know that a lot of it grew up out of North Carolina. And even to this day, there's many of the NASCAR teams that call North Carolina home. And of course, when we host Charlotte Motor Speedway, Lowe's Motor Speedway as it's called now, and there were another number of other North Carolina-based racing venues that were pretty major in their time. And then number two thing that pisses me off with this game, and probably more important than the burst actually, is the amount of microtransactions in this game. And that, yeah, you do get a decent amount of cars, a decent amount of options to upgrade them, but I am kind of old school in that I've been playing games since I was around 5 to 6 years old, and I remember the time where if you wanted to unlock something new in the game, you could do it actually in the damn game itself. I'm not a fan of spending extra money on a game I've already purchased just so I can drive this version of the car or get perk points to upgrade my driver's abilities. Why can't I do that in the game? Why can't I earn extra perk points from winning platinum medals from the different events? Why can't I earn perk points for stunt jumps or something similar? Why am I limited to the 50 that the game gives me outright for leveling my character up through the game without having to purchase more from the Xbox or PlayStation Network stores? I kind of think that's bad form, and that it makes me feel like they're just trying to squeeze me or squeeze a hold of my wallet and bleed it dry. And unfortunately, that's become more and more commonplace in games, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. Anyway, the core gameplay itself revolves around the story of Alex Taylor, whose older brother, Dayton, is the founder of the 510 Street Gang. And the game is set up by Dayton actually getting murdered by this guy named Shiv in front of Alex's face, and immediately the FBI is on the scene, and Alex gets carted off and charged with Dayton's murder. Zoe is, in an attempt to expose one of the FBI special agents as corrupt, recruits Alex to go after the 510s and Shiv in a deal where she pretty much says, hey, if you lead me to the FBI guy, I'll let you have your way with this guy. And of course, without hesitation, Alex says, I'm in, let's do this. And from there, the gameplay centers around traveling around different race sites and passing through different mini-game-like challenges around the map that you use to unlock new parts for your car, which upgrades the car's level and, of course, enhances performance.
Hey, Harry, I'm here.
This is done well.
Damn right.
It gets kind of bland after a while because you find yourself repeating some of these over and over and over in an attempt to get the best performance parts possible.
I'm on my way.
Because the way it works is you're scored on everything you do in the mini games, and depending on your score, when you pass certain thresholds, you're awarded with a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, metal, and the higher your score, the better the parts you receive. Some of the parts come with extra bonuses equipped, like you can actually get brakes that increase your acceleration and things like that nature. Of course, the platinum parts being the sought after prize because of the fact that they increase your overall performance better than the others. And it's a fun game. I enjoyed playing it. I didn't really get into the multiplayer aspect the way that I probably should have, because when you do multiplayer challenges, the score thresholds are actually made harder, but the rewards are better. And I'll admit that is a nice trade-off, in that you can team up with other players in order to achieve a greater goal. But by and large, my biggest grievance with this game is the in-game cell phone. In that, I remember a portion of the game when I played my PS4 run-through where I was apparently under level, and Zoe, the main FBI chick that from the start of the game, would call my character roughly 15, 20, 30 times within a 10-minute span, saying how she's not going to scrape me off a wall and I needed to level up and get better car parts, and just over and over and over and over, to the point where you're like, will you just please shut the fuck up so I can play the game? I mean, the only thing more annoying was Roman in Grand Theft Auto 4 calling you to wanting to go bowling, even in the middle of your missions. I just don't understand where Ubisoft thought that would be entertaining. I mean, yeah, sure, remind me that I should be leveling up, but don't berate me for not being a certain level at a certain point. I kind of feel that's bullshit. I mean, what if I wanted to lowball it and make the game harder for myself to increase the challenge? Are you going to really seriously keep calling me and telling me that, hey, you're under level, hey, you're under level, hey, you're under level? I mean, what the hell, man? I don't appreciate that. I don't feel my game should berate me for choices I make. But hey, that's just my opinion. And thank you all for watching my video. And like, comment, share, subscribe for things you'd like to see in the future. Thank you for watching.